This podcast is produced by the Harwood Productions Podcast Network. To learn more about the network and to find more of our shows, visit us online at www.harwoodpodcast.com.
I'm Cindy Harris. I've got some great side dishes and salads I'd love to share with you. Welcome to On the Side.
Here's a great salad that I've been making for my family for a number of years now. It's called Fumi salad, and it's really kind of an Asian-inspired coleslaw, which means it's made with cabbage, and it stands up in the refrigerator for a number of days, so you could make it well in advance and keep it in your refrigerator until you're ready to serve it. Now, I like to add some chicken to this salad, although that's totally optional. And what I do is I just get some breast meat and I put it in a casserole dish with a little bit of water and some salt and some pepper. And I basically just put it in the microwave for about 6 to 10 minutes and let that chicken poach. Poaching it this way keeps the meat nice and moist. Now, while the chicken is poaching, let me show you how I'll toast some almonds to this salad. I'm going to get a small fry pan or saute pan, and I'm going to get it on a fairly high, medium to high heat. And I'm going to put some slivered almonds in, about 1/4 cup. And I just kind of toss them around. There's no oil in this, and pretty soon, like you can see, the almonds start to brown. And then I add about 6 tablespoons of sesame seeds, and I start them browning as well. Now, it's only going to take about 3 or 4 minutes for these almond and sesame seeds to brown, and once they do, just pull them off the heat and set them aside. Now, this is the main part of this salad, and that's just a regular head of cabbage. And so here's how I'm going to prepare it. Now, if you want, you could also get bags of shredded cabbage if you want to go that way, if you're in a kind of a hurry. But let me show you how I do it. I just get a large cabbage and I rinse it well, and then I cut it in half, and I cut that core out because that's not a very tasty part of the vegetable. And then I just start slicing half a head at a time, and I just go very, very thin slices of cabbage all the way through. Well, this looks like shredded cabbage, but because the way the grain of the cabbage goes, it just ends up coming out in these very, very thin slices. And once I have one half of the head done, I just go through and do the other half. And you'll notice I have a really big bowl on hand, and that's important for this salad. And now I'm going to take 6 scallions or spring onions, and notice I've cleaned them, but I leave the rubber band on, and that way they all stay together while I cut the very roots and the very tops off, because I want both the white and the green part of the onion in this salad. And also notice I'm cutting these very thinly. I don't want big chunks of scallion. I want it to be them to be nice and thin so that they'll kind of marry with the salad dressing and give a very subtle onion flavor. But go ahead and run your knife all the way through up until you get to that rubber band, and then those go right into the bowl with the cabbage. Now I'm going to take a big spoon, and I'm just going to kind of toss together those scallions and the cabbage just to try to get things starting to mix up. Now here's another important part of this salad, and this is these top ramen noodles. And I just get 2 packages of the chicken flavor, and I'm just going to take my rolling pin and kind of bash them around in the package. You don't want to go too hard with this, because otherwise you'll pop the bag and then you'll have noodles flying everywhere. So just go gently and just break up those noodles inside the bag. Now, once you feel that they're kind of broken up, then what you're going to want to do is open the bag and dump all those noodles into the salad. Now, sometimes you might not get the big pieces out and you can kind of break those up yourself. But also notice in the bag there's a little packet, a little silver packet, and that's a flavor packet, and we want to keep those. That's like the prize in Cracker Jack, and we're going to be using that in our dressing. So once you get the noodles in, get your almonds and sesame seeds and put those also in the big bowl. And again, just kind of start to give that a little bit of a toss. There's a lot of ingredients in this bowl, and so if you wait to try to toss everything together, it can kind of get a little bit difficult. Now notice I'm finding some more noodles, and I'm going to kind of break those up a little bit more. And then once I get this kind of tossed, I'm just going to set that aside and make the salad dressing. Now to make this salad dressing, I usually use a 2-cup measuring cup, and I'm going to start by using about a 1/2 cup of canola oil, and then I'm going to put in some rice wine vinegar, and that's a vinegar you can get in the Asian food section of the store. It's got this really great flavor, and you need 3/4 cup of rice wine vinegar. So we go heavier on the vinegar, and we do add a little sweet, about 4 tablespoons of sugar, and then I just take my whisk and kind of start to mix that together because I want that sugar to dissolve. And now is where our little flavor packets from the noodles come in, and we're going to want to put both of those in. These flavor packets are really kind of like chicken bouillon. That's kind of what they remind me of, but they do add great flavor to the salad. So we want to put that in the dressing, and again, we're just going to kind of want to mix that up to get all of those flavors going. Now once the salad dressing is all mixed up, you're just going to take the whole thing and dump it on all of that cabbage and almond and noodles and scallions and everything. And you just want to keep stirring because you've got to get that dressing mixed up into all of that cabbage. So it does take a minute or so. So now that the salad is really well tossed, let's go back and get that poached chicken. I've just let it sit and kind of cool in that liquid so it stays nice and moist. And I just take a knife and fork and kind of chunk it up and put it in the salad. Now I've poached this chicken, but you certainly could have grilled it. That is really good in this salad. And the thing that I like about adding chicken to this salad is it just gives it a nice lean protein hit, which I do like to have. And then this salad could actually be like, for me, I would have this some of this for lunch because it's got a little bit of protein and the veggies in it. If I was serving it for dinner, I would definitely have it on the side, maybe with some grilled chicken or some grilled fish would be nice too. Now, sometimes when I'm making a salad like this, I get it all mixed up and I think, this could use a little splash of color. So what I do is I just get a couple of handfuls of grated carrot, which I just usually have a bag of that in the refrigerator, and I just kind of run my knife through it to kind of break it up. And then I just go ahead and put a couple of handfuls of that in the salad. And you'll see as I toss it up, it just really gives a nice contrasting color to this salad. Now, like I mentioned early on, this salad holds up really well in the refrigerator. In fact, I'd encourage you to make it the morning before you serve it because the longer it sits, the more those flavors start to marry, and it just is fantastic. So here it is, Fumi salad, a great side dish for grilled meats or grilled fish. Enjoy!
If you'd like to get any of the recipes for any of these great side dishes or salads, go to our website at www.harwoodpodcast.com. Also, if you've got any questions or ideas for me, send me an email. I'll see you next time.